What is a post-closing trial balance? A post-closing trial balance is a complete list of the balance sheet accounts that have a non-zero balance at the end of your reporting period. So these accounts are temporary ones that the business has already closed. The business of these accounts have already transitioned to the retained earnings account during the closing of the account. So mo ni nga gitawag nga final trial balance because nagingon dito that that is complete list of the balance sheets accounts kay last na ni siya nga accounts in which is complete list nga gingon nga there that these accounts are temporary ones. So what does nang gingon man na temporary? So temporary because it will be only for a one year period, and after 1 year will be closed para po makastart na pod og bago. So we furthermore, what is the purpose of the post closing trial balance? So the purpose of the post closing trial balance is to ensure the total of all debits and credits are equal with each other to result in a net of zero. So net zero post closing trial balance indicate that all temporary accounts are back at zero and the next accounting period can begin. So mao to akong giingon ganiya. So sa akong gibasa, it's indicate that to ensure the total of all debits and credits are equal each other to result in a net zero. So emphasize that it verifies that all debit and credit are equals in the trial balance. So after i-post ang closing interest, gi-make sure na balance ang debit ug ang credit. So unsay makita nato sa kini nga balance kundi i-post nato post closing. So this post closing trial balance that contains only SFP, or we could say statement financial positions, permanent accounts such as we could say asset, liabilities, and ending capital, because all income and expenses accounts and as well as the withdrawal accounts have zero balance. And thank you, that's it.
Hello everyone, my name is Danica Joestra. I am the second reporter and my topic is all about other types of trial balances. There are 3 types of trial balances and you'll use each of them during different parts of the full accounting cycle. Besides the post-closing trial balance, this is an adjusted trial balance, and post-closing trial balance format. So, an adjusted trial balance is the first trial balance you'll prepare for the accounting period after you've recorded and posted all transactions to the ledger. It means purpose is to test how equal the company's debits and credits are before you account for any month-end adjustments. Once you've included all debits and credits, check to see if they match. If they don't, you'll likely need to do some research to find out why. You may need to add some debits or credits you missed, or you may discover you've performed another action incorrectly. So, the unadjusted trial balance is ang main purpose jud ani niya is to test ug unsaon pag-equal the company debits and credits are before you account for any month-end adjustment. So once if naapil na nimo tanan ang debits and credits, i-check na siya if nagmatch ba. If wala gani siya nagmatch, you likely need to do some research to find out why. So mauna ni siya, you may need to add and some debits or credits you missed, or you may discover you perform another action incorrectly. So, adjusted trial balance. The adjusted trial balance is what you'll prefer after the adjusted trial balance. It accounts for prepaid and depreciation expenses, what the company has paid for insurance and accumulated this depreciation among other line items. Just like what an adjusted trial balance, its purpose is to see if the debits or credits are equal once you include all the adjusting entries. An adjusted trial balance includes 2 types of accounts. Nominal accounts appear in the income statement and the list of withdrawals within the balance sheet. Check these areas to make sure you're including all the adjusting entries you need to for the accounting period before closing the accounting period. Once you've included your adjusted entries and run in the adjusted trial balance, you're ready to run the post-closing trial balance. Ang adjusted trial balance ko no is i-check nato ang kaning mga areas to make sure nga ato gid siya ma-apil tanan ang adjusting entries nga kinahanglan sa accounting period before closing the accounting period. Once nga ato na na-apil ang adjusted entries, pwede na ta mo adto sa adjusted trial balance. Then ikaw na pwede na tayo move sa post-closing trial balance.
An post-closing trial balance is formatted same as the other trial balances in the accounting cycle with 3 columns. A column for account names, debits, and credits. Since only balance sheet accounts are listed in this trial balance, they are presented in balance sheet order starting with assets, liability, and ending with equity. As with the unadjusted and adjusted trial balances, both the debit and credit columns are calculated at the bottom of the trial balance. The final amounts in both columns should be equal. So, similar to previous trial balances in the accounting cycle, a post-closing trial balance is formatted with the three columns. One column for the account names, a column for debits, and a column for credits. So the trial balance contains just balance sheet accounts, which are shown in the balance sheet reversed order, starting with assets and moving on to liabilities and ending with equity. The debit and credit columns of a trial balance are calculated at the bottom, just like the unadjusted and adjusted trial balances. The totals in both columns ought to be the same. So for the example of the post-closing trial balance format, the name of the company, the name you're giving the balance sheet, and the accounting period's end date are all included in the header of the post-closing trial balance. Account title, debit totals, and credit amounts are listed in the columns below, and the total of the columns for both debit and credit is listed at the bottom.
Good day everyone, so I am the last reporter and I am about to answer these FAQs questions or the FAQs about post-closing trial balance questions. So number 1, what do I do if the debits and credits columns don't match? So the answer is, there may be many reasons your debit and credit columns in your post-closing trial balance don't match, but the most common is human error. You may have placed a debit in a credit column or vice versa, or you didn't include one or more transactions in the report. If your debits and credits don't match, perform your due diligence to find out why. The totals for debits and credits should always be equal to each other. So number 2, are all 3 trial balance reports necessary? The answer is, the complete accounting cycle includes all 3 trial balance reports: unadjusted trial balance, adjusted trial balance, and post-closing trial balance. Run the trial balance reports to make sure all transactions are accurately and completely accounted for. Once they are, you're ready for the new accounting period to begin. So, number 3, what happens after the post-closing trial balance? The completion of the post-closing trial balance means that all closing entries are posted. The old accounting period can close and the new accounting period can begin. So that's all, and thank you.